Welcome to the channel that is the strangest of them all for now. For the sake that I know I'm a weirdo, but also because, I've had a long day, a lot of information and transcendental. I realize what they're trying to tell me. God bless you all in the future. Even I am in the form de in us, in the form we're all living. And some in the computer, and there are levels. Some have to go back through the chain of life. Format decimators. Yeah, I hate that. Unless someone would adopt an ex-con in the form formidable ones in the old days, in the form child, so that this person knows I have a way of doing better. I just think that would be cool. Yeah, we just do it the way God did it, Okay. I understand that it looks weird me talking to myself. I need you to understand I'm quantum entangled with a phenomenal amount of people in the future, full form, way, way down the line. I call it posterity absolute. I also just wish for you to understand I'm only 41 years of age at this time, and that there are other times that I get to chime in knowing that I talk the way I do. The great thing is I know to talk like this because I know that I'm actually affecting myself through the quanta in this video that's pointing at itself because I'm pointing at my phone. I'm walking from my job. It's been a long, interesting day. I've been told meritousness, to be meritus, be the change you want to see in the world, be the love you want to see in the world. Okay, so here's my homework for you, future, so that we can do this. Since we do in fact make the plants, since we do in fact write the programs, aka psychotropic entheogenic compounds, dimethyltryptamine, psilocybin, fun things that actually are almost human neurotransmitters and function as the neurotransmitter, except data. The data is for the construction of an infinity machine and time machines and rejuvenation machines and the landing pad for posterity absolute, aka a Ben stone, in the form used to land on top of the thing. My theory, okay? Here's a theory I have too, I'll say, considering I'm sure it's not just mine. Future tense would actually take a ride back on in the Ben stone, or on it, probably in it. Given it's nuclear powered and it's a form of, I don't know, there's a lot of radiation left behind in the tree at Rendlesham Forest. I want you all to understand, ball lightning can travel through glass without breaking the glass, travel through plastic without breaking the plastic, travel through a missile warhead without breaking the warhead, especially if it's not armed. I don't think they would have tried it if it was armed. But the little drone that flew, the little ball that flew and shot a laser down, made an alpha ray, format known ball lightning, to suck up some of the nuclear fuel that was in your warheads over there in Rendlesham to take back to the time machine, aka Ben stone. Thank you so much, sir, for writing down the symbols on the device, because they are of importance later on, along with the coded message, deeply, transcendentally written in on that thing which he had done, zeros and ones. Okay, another fun thing. X factor within zeros and ones is binary digit, true form. I thought it was 0, 1, and 2, but okay, and another meta state, epsilon state is what I call that, but it's not correct. Meta state is more correct. Format known, an enigma, a puzzle, we don't understand it, is nebulous. Format between two states, imaginary number I and imaginary number K. We're going to stick with Hota. We're going to do the J for the sake of hallelujah. The freaking letter actually makes sense between -1 and -2 square roots. So what is it? So we don't know. So there's a value. Because we don't know yet. True form, because gobbledygook. That's the difference between square root of -1 and the square root of -2. We don't need to know. The best part about it, the math works. An even better part about it is now you have the infinity math. And the fun part about it, I didn't come up with square root of -2. I came up with triangle root. Somebody said, God dang, I just gave her square root. So the square root came through. Could have been me later on passing it back, but I couldn't have done it unless love found me. Packed on packed. P-A-C-T and P-A-C-K-E-D in the form informative overload. Not overload, true. Format load of information more than this human life could comprehend to conceive to send the message out to all of you to love each other and be the love you want to see in the world, because where the love is, the creation is, the creative energy is, the imaginative force of hallelujah, eureka, I found it. And I'll tell you, the only reason that I ever found nuclear fission propulsion rockets for space travel, even in starting with respect to sputtering electrical in the form alpha particle format ball lightning through that which is known as uranium-235 at plutonium-241 format known nuclear, that which then we take off in the alpha form, which was done by electrical sputtering. Magnets send it down the thing, safely conveying it, and then through a sheath of a metal or plastic or format thick enough that the ball will not, break the divide. The plasma ball through the device. It needs to be a semi-permeable membrane, some form of osmotic true form, and then we would be able to have nuclear fission propulsion and easily done nuclear fuel. The only thing that stops it from happening was the fear that we would set off the fuel source. So then it stands to reason plasma in the form alpha, I believe, ions, is what I'm trying to say, can be conveyed through a membrane of plastic. Metal, oxygen 8 is a great one, and then it would be in the form of a ball, and then the magnetic force of that would push into a center. If you do it a big enough ball, it'll auto-fuse, auto-ignite, auto-critical mass. You'll have an alpha particle format ion cloud, which by the spherical, even spheroid shape can condense the alpha particle ion form uranium-235 or 241 or others, plenty others, into the form auto-ignite because of the pressure of the magnetism. It would have to be a vast chamber. But I'll tell you what, at least it forms by magnetism, because oxygen 8 push magnet. And if you have a spheroid shaped magnet, you push the ball into, oh my God, there's more. All right, so look, the layers of information, alpha state, layers of information, beta state, gamma state, delta state, epsilon, phi, etc., all the way up to the ones I still don't know yet. The best part about it, with each advancement in the understanding of these things, the complexity and the intricacy and the accuracy is more pinpointed. So then I also include transcendental truth in an understanding. This is how I found some of my answers. And it becomes when you hear, first of all, be calm, all is well, you are safe. That is what you'll hear or know. And the great thing is, shit, hold on, I'm losing my memory. Oh. Okay, firstly, I want to say this. There are those of you who are passing back across time bravely your meritousness, your achievements. And if I were to just witness it by my mouth, that I got it from the future, so I got it from God, that's not fair to you. So first of all, thank you for your work, and thank you for your kudosable, true form, meritorious work. And I just want to say, let it be done that your name is stitched into the quanta so that we can find its truth. And the computer would find it because it's a quantum machine, and we would know within 17 billionths of a second, just like we would get the password for Uruguay's health codes or whatever. For example, I'm sorry, Uruguay. I love you guys. That's why I picked you. Just saying, God bless you. I love you. Please forgive me for saying it, because it's harmless, and nobody would steal that. But the point is that I don't say anything that's international. Best part about it, this whole thing is about being Antarctican, sitting alta, sitting high. I'd ask you guys to take that and spin it backwards and read what I just said. There's a reason why we get to a point where we can live in a paradise, utopia, where we don't have to live true form, communist stuff. I mean, it's cool that you can live utopian, but we can also live democratic. You can, yeah. And the cool part is we're all neighbors. Like every country is as a neighbor. That's my neighborhood. I'm you. I am you, man. You art. I am. Maya Treyu backwards. So these fun things that, doesn't it stand to reason that in the future, if we have the ability to pass information back dark energy style, for the sake of it going faster than light, it would bend time, it would reverse time flow. So you would, in a dark energy sense, get the language written backwards. So there was a lot done in English because I was a weirdo and thought I was something. I thought I had Asperger's and I read stuff backwards and I really, I don't know, it was really weird. But anyway, I come to realize there's so much more to be revealed. I need to talk to people in a quantum laboratory, specifically physics, quantum computing, quantum anything, and prove that you in the future, through me to you, did in fact give me the correct answer to you. Dr. Riley, Dr. Rourke, Doctors, Doctor. There's many. Dream teams, absolute format, that's what I call you. Alpha dream team, beta dream team. So there's layer upon layer upon layer. Do you not see the crystallography? It is as a building, and the great thing is it's mounting evidence to prove that what I am telling you is factual, not just actual truth, because I only speak with integrity. And the great thing is the reason why is we all will be tried and judged by your own self, truly. And the thing about it, I got to tell you from experience, and I tell you what, I wrote it in a book called Crystallized. The pen name is Quessia, Quessia. I had an experience called a Living Judgment Day. I literally went through a personal hell where I heard some fun things. In hindsight, it was fun. At the time, I was basically left like a child, Anyway, I heard the heads will roll, gnashing of teeth. Those were the words I'd heard. And I'm like, oh, fuck. That's not good. And I'm not that Christian. I wasn't, I was pretty much just shy of agnostic. Atheist, I believed in something superior. I knew that it was something more superior than I. But then, I'm reading the Bible one day, just a piece of it, and I saw Jesus said Eloe, Eloe, and I'm like, that's almost like if a Roman said L-O-W-E, like spelling L-O-V-E. And then I thought about, that movie, Time Machine, he goes up and meets the Eloi. So I'm like, well, shit, there's some fun truths through this. I ask you all to keep an open heart, because an open mind, it's barely required. There are nothing but higher transcendental truths. The reason, Dr. James P. Gills, that the cells appear as they do and that it was too many complexities to become, you're right. We built it. We built the machine that built the little micro machines that built up, that we made of. We build the builders that build the builders. Life begets itself. We are God. God is love. I'm not God, but we are. Even me, in the form love is real. Do you get? Oh man, I'm saying Israel. And the funny thing is, I get why. Because somebody's hearing me say, love Israel, and I'm realizing maybe even there's some weird concomitant transcendental truths. And in other languages, they're saying, I think I'm getting love Israel. And they're saying, man, it could be angels. And the angel is nothing but a messenger of love. God's message, one who sends the message. An angel's true. So then angels like angles in the form facets like that of the diamond life itself. Hallelujah. You get that I don't really want to be the peacemaker so much as love. I do want to be the peacemaker insofar as make peace on worlds, but I don't want to just, do it all in this little bit of, the normal standard human life. I want to get this infinity machine going, and then I'll come do all the fun things like say, love is real, everybody lives. Don't be wearing me, just expect me, because I'm going to be there in the form, hallelujah, thank God there's a peacemaker. In the form love maker, because love and peace. Yakuna habalak wa salam alaikum. Even that, for the sake that I'm not yet a Muslim, but I want to be in the form. Read your stuff. Oh, man. Read it backwards. Read it backwards. Read it backwards. Phonetic truth, for the sake of that information is written in there truly, even inside out. It's crazy. I know it's a lot to take in. I know that my data, it sounds weird, okay? I know that I sound nuts. I know that I even sound possibly hypomanic because I'm over speaking. It is information. Quantum crystalline design. Format known that a human spirit is a crystal. The more that you get transcendental, and the more that you get understanding in the form. Man. The longer I live, the more that I can get this information out. We can actually all live forever. So if you can do that, I can do that. And then the form is gratefully spoken back real quick. I get to live happily ever after. Even me, you know. Because we got to figure out a way to rejuvenate. And so rejuvenation, infinity machine, record your quantum signature, absolutely. So you want to be recorded because you can live in a computer until, you know, your as we call it, absolute form, your human form, the one you were born in, either reconstitutes itself, which is also cool, transubstantiation, resubstantiation format, teleporting. I don't want to come across like I'm telemarketing. All right, so the great thing is I say that because I realize I'm saying the same message over and over and over and over and over again. I got more to learn because the more I learn, the more it will be revealed. So the great thing is I realize we have a lot to learn, people, and I don't know how much time it takes for me to build such a thing, and I know that I alone can't do it, but I can with you. And I know that there's a point where we need every freaking language understood, that there's a message in of course in the Bible, of course in the Quran, of course in Lao Tzu, of course in every single religion in history. We need to go back through the languages, forward, backwards, inside out. I need a quantum computer to do it because the instruction on how to build the machine is in there. And it's easy. And I could be right. And I could be wrong. It could just be 3 words that go meh, 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 meh. I think I heard it say Satan, da-da-da, you know? No, dude. Satan means, look, that's none of my business. That's not what I'm here for. Okay, you know, love is real. Love is real. And life is love. And so is light. L-O-V of E. O being a circle for the spin, a quantum spin. Please collimate your quantum systems and we'll have infinity bit. You can have a 10 qubit computer in a collimating tube and the microchip witnesses itself into infinity as if that which is known as a mirror truth. For then the sake is we can have a computer actually keep a human too. Even a 10 qubit? Perhaps. Maybe not that small. Okay, gifted. Then we know we have many more things to learn. Alright, so you see that I get the answer from the voice within me. So I get that I sound nuts. So please forgive me. I also ask to tell you that there's no misgivings, that everything is really cool and we get to keep on living. Alright, so that's all I got for now, okay? I hope I've been helpful and I hope that I've been worthy. When I heard love found me worthy, I was saying that to everybody. Love finds you worthy. Everybody gets to live. Everybody gets to live. There's no such thing as a bad person. Only erroneous judgment, bad doctrine, bad teachings, bad understandings of teachings. Maybe the teaching originally was good. And I'm not referring to religion. That is archetype proper. True form, crystalline, civilian, civility. Creating that of civility, for that they understand how to be love, so that we can foster intelligence and create growth, exponential truth, transcendental absolutes, live forever. And then play forever. We get to live, love, laugh, learn, play, pray, grow, make love, inspire others, teach, learn, be, do, whatever. You know, be first, then do later. For the sake of do. Oma dua, tris, quattro, quinta, six. I don't know all the words, but I know it's funny when you say om for being, and do for doing, and then when you, instead of doing and being, like they said in the 1920s, do, for the sake of, it's 2020 something, right, 2021 right now, so be, for the sake that we don't end up with another 1940 anything. So I can tell, well, after 45 is better. Well, test sites. The gift I can tell you also is, why the hell are 3 men in sunglasses on Scary? movie, I don't know, what was it called? The Darkness, something like that. I don't know. Because of Oppenheimer and what's his name and the other guy. Maybe it was just 3 pictures of past, present, future. That man is permanently etched into time. Don't believe me? Watch 12 Monkeys and witness the guys at the end. Time travel truth. So then we get to see that time travel does involve nuclear fuel to get there. I assume that makes much sense. So there's a lot to learn, and I want to get there. I get that they really passed it back. God bless you all, and please put your names in the as you create it. And the cool part is everybody wins. That way everybody really wins. That way because I'm not going to witness I came up with this. If I do that, I fail. Integrity absolute necessary in order to get transcendental truth. In other words, I'm looking at the sidewalk, I'm looking at the street, I'm looking at the sky, the alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, phi. So for example, I knew that phi was the next one. I don't know. Kappa? I don't know what's after. Anyway, I just want to say there are ways to learn things even when you don't know them. All you gotta do is just be still and know that God in that form, love, really does. That pineal gland is a radio to understanding truth. Love is true form wisdom, and it is a permanent absolute. So that's all I gotta say to my answer for Buddhism. There is a permanent. It's called love. It's a permanent. So is innocence. Innocence is permanence. I promise you that, people. Forgive yourself for everything you've ever done wrong, and find a way to turn every wrong into a right. I have a lot to do that with my own life. I'm basically, my name is Earl. I got a lot of shit to do. So anyway, let me get off this thing. God bless you all. Love and peace out.